I, 24-year-old female, have a cousin, 27-year-old female, who is a single mom with a 3-year-old daughter. We both have fibromyalgia, except she gets disability for it and has never worked a day in her life. I have not tried to apply for disability, as I want to work until I can't. She won't even work an office desk job and plays up her disability to anyone who will listen. She also has government housing and discounted utility bills. She uses WIC and EBT. I have seen her do very physical tasks, so I know if she wanted to, she could. I was talking to her the other day about how I couldn't help her with her light bill this time because I was running dry on my own money, and she got upset saying, "I don't understand how you work so much but never have any money. I'm able to afford rent and food, and I have a child, but you don't even have a child, so where is your money going? I think you just are overspending. If I'm able to make it work, you should be too." So I blew up on her and told her, the only reason you're able to make it work is because everyone carries your ass. You're on government assistance for everything. You are capable of working but won't. And you have me and other people in the family pay for the bills you can't afford. How many times have I paid your phone bill, your electric? How about water, or putting gas in your car? You do practically nothing to improve your life. You just witch about money until someone gives in and gives it to you. She got angry and said she was just trying to help because clearly I'm not managing my money right or I'd have enough. And I said, "You're only concerned about me having enough so I can support your lazy ass." And she told me to leave. Everyone else said I was being too harsh, but I think it was justified because how is she going to criticize me about my money when she doesn't even do anything for her own money? Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. I have not tried to apply for disability, as I want to work until I can't. She won't even work an office desk job and plays up her disability to anyone who will listen. She also has government housing and discounted utility bills. She uses WIC and EBT. You can work on disability. There's a set limit on how much income you can earn and still get disability assistance. And there is no shame as getting assistance to help. Work as long as you can. Since you haven't tried to apply, you might not be aware of how difficult it is to get approved. If she's eligible for all of these programs, there's more justification to her limitations than you might be privy to. That being said, her attitude, behavior, and judgmental, condescending remarks are not justifiable. It might be beneficial for you to get the disability approval process going for you. Justifying your disability is the hardest and longest part of the process. Benefits can come into play later on, but this way you have resources lined up when you need them. Fibromyalgia is no joke, and that level of exhaustion, not to mention the other conditions that may accompany it, are quite a challenge to navigate even on a good day. Wishing you days with energy and strength. Comment 2. Everyone sucks here. You're an idiot for blaming her about getting government assistance. If she qualifies and receives it, then there's nothing to complain about. Her journey with her disability is different from your own. You may see her on the good days and think she's fine, and not see her on the bad days. I'm not fully aware of government benefits, but is there some way to go on partial disability to get some financial assistance while remaining working? If you can't make ends meet, there is absolutely nothing wrong with getting government help. Shaming people for government assistance is wrong. She sucks, though, for depending on you, though. It's hypocritical to ask someone if they can help you budget because you can't afford to take care of them. This relationship is toxic and needs cutting off or changing. You're becoming bitter and angry because of it. Comment 3. Not the idiot. Every fiber case is different and some days are better than others, so judging her level against yours is not reasonable. But you are completely justified in your reaction to being verbally berated by someone asking you for money on how you need to be better with money. She is being enabled by all of your family. Step away and give her one less enabler. You need to save and prepare for when you can't work anymore. Do not feel bad. She shouldn't dish it if she can't receive it. Now, for the next story. I lost my left leg when I was very young from a hospital-acquired infection. I have a prosthetic leg which I use for walking, and another one for running and exercise. When I was 16 years old on my parents' health insurance growing up, I got refitted regularly as I grew up. Now I'm too old to be on my parents' insurance, and while my company's insurance is considered very good, getting a new leg or getting adjustments for body weight changes are still expensive. I expect to be paying a fortune if I get pregnant. So I try my best to stay the same weight, and if I gain some weight, I can immediately feel it becoming less comfortable to walk. Anyway, a friend's girlfriend and I were talking, and she began remarking on how I'm not eating much. We were out to dinner, and I just was having a soup and salad, and everyone else was having baby back ribs. I'd stolen a few of my boyfriend's plate, but generally I was trying to eat light. I said I was trying to lose a few pounds, and she immediately assured me I was beautiful the way I was, and I didn't need to lose weight. I told her I know I am, but losing weight helps with my mobility. She began diagnosing me with an eating disorder, saying I must have a delusion I was very heavy and having issues walking. I was pissed, and she sounded super condescending and blurted out she had no business talking down to me about my weight, even if it was to tell me not to change it. The other people overheard, and the girlfriend got really embarrassed and left with my friends soon after. My boyfriend thinks I should have explained why I need to keep my weight the same, but I don't think I should have to pull out my disability to get her to shut up. With long, loose pants, it's often hard to tell I have a prosthetic leg. I don't know if she knew, but I didn't feel like justifying why my weight needed to stay the same. But am I the idiot for shutting down her attempts to diagnose me with an eating disorder? Comment 1. Not the idiot. People really need to stop commenting on each other's bodies and diagnosing issues that aren't there and won't listen to reason. I was taunted and teased and questioned for anorexia for a number of years, even though I had been underweight my entire childhood no matter what I ate. It was just my body type. You have a legitimate reason for minding your weight? And it was extremely rude for your friend's girlfriend to dig in so deep when she had no idea what she was talking about. I could see explaining more if she acted with any polite curiosity about what mobility issues you had or something, but to imply you're having delusions, nope. She deserved to be shut down, however you most felt comfortable doing so. Comment 2. If you think a basically stranger has an eating disorder, for frick's sake do not comment on their body, food, organ. Try to diagnose them. It's kind of an extremely sensitive, personal, and embarrassing topic. Eating out with an ED is hard enough as it is. Please don't make the internal screaming harder to ignore by reminding me it's there. That's assuming, big ask, that you're actually right, and not that the anti-science side of body positivity just rotted your brain. Comment 3. Not the idiot. You don't have to have an eating disorder to try to maintain weight. You mentioned mobility. I assume she didn't ask anything further about that, but mobility can actually cover a huge amount of issues, not just prosthetics. Maybe you had an injured knee or back, and keeping the weight helps you manage the issue. I think you were within your right to shut her down. Now for the next story. So I, 24-year-old male, am a Dragon Ball fan. It's something I've loved since I was a child, and I bought some merchandise over the years. Basically, I had a shelf in my room with some figures, some sets of Dragon Balls, and a Goku drawing I worked really hard on. My cousin, 33-year-old female, comes over unannounced today with her 3 kids, a 15-year-old male, a 16-year-old female, and a 14-year-old female. Now I love my cousin and her kids. I don't mind them stopping by, even when I'm not there. My cousin has been like an older sister/mother to me all of my life. She told me they stopped by my place because the kids wanted to see me. I let her know I'll be back in a few minutes. I had just left to go buy some groceries. I return home, put my groceries up, and speak with her and the kids. All is going well until the 14-year-old asks me for some money. I deny her request, as I don't get paid for another week, and nothing special is happening, so I'm not just out here giving money away. She gets infuriated and says I let her down, and yada yada, it's whatever to me, and we chill for a few hours, and they leave. That was yesterday. I come home from work today and get a text from the 16-year-old saying, "I'm sorry, uncle, she just said she left something there." I'm mainly relaxed since she has a habit of leaving things and I go to my room. My shelf is annihilated. Everything is thrown down and broken. All the figures are missing body parts. My Dragon Balls are broken. And that drawing I spent 3 months on finishing is cut to shreds. And some of my hoodies and shirts are gone. My Capsule Corp hat is gone. I broke down crying and called their mom. I tell her I need her key back and tell her what her daughter did. I then let her know she owes me about $1,500 over this, and this is me being generous. I've spent well over $3,000 on this whole thing, but I needed something, back for this. She tells me she'll give me the key, but I'll be seeing no money from this. I tell her it's her responsibility since they are her kids, and she also just leaves the key open and in the world when I said it's meant for her, not her whole family. She said she didn't care, and I'm not getting any money. That's it. I've banned her from my house until she pays me, and she says so be it and refuses to pay me, saying it's my fault for not locking my game room door. That door doesn't even have a lock. Am I the idiot for demanding she pay me back? Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. File a police report and report the loss to your insurance. If you don't have insurance, get it for future losses. A kid doesn't get money for no reason and then destroys a ton of property and steals your poop. That kid needs help. Your cousin isn't doing them any favors. F's, this is an infuriating story. Edit. The 16-year-old helped the 14-year-old destroy and steal your property. Their mother doesn't care? She won't even partially reimburse you or hold her children accountable for their crime. Comment 2. Not the idiot. The 14-year-old is old enough to have to deal with the consequences of this, and I would have understood if the cousin would have said, she can't pay you back right away, but we'll figure out some type of payment scheme. But the way she reacted is ridiculous. Makes me almost wonder if the money wasn't for the 14-year-old, but something else. Also, info, how much was she asking for? Comment 3. Wait, the 14-year-old asked for money, but the 16-year-old is the one who went back to the house on the pretense of having left something there to commit destruction. Why? And why then did you mention the younger one asking for money? It's irrelevant. Also, why not tell their mom her daughter is paying for it? She can get a job, or a police report gets filed. Now, for the next story. My daughter, 26-year-old female, was abandoned by her husband when my grandson was 3 months old. Since she couldn't support herself, I let her move into my house. I, 56-year-old female, have a hectic routine where I do my things, work, gym, etc., until 5 p.m. and from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., I stay with my grandson until my daughter arrives. Currently, to help my daughter, I pay the expenses at home and she pays for daycare and the baby's things, diapers, formula, etc. And there's still plenty left for her to save up to eventually move. I decided that I would take a month off next month to rest, without necessarily traveling. When my daughter found out about the vacation, she talked about the possibility of saving money on daycare to save up to move since I could stay with my grandson. I immediately said no, as it is my rest, and taking care of a child for 6 hours, 5 days, plus 2 hours at night is not in my plans, but that I could help in the morning so she can rest. But the afternoon was out of the question. My grandson stays in daycare in the afternoon. She started crying, saying that she was trying to gain independence and eventually move out, but that being a single mother was so hard and I wasn't making it any easier. Basically, she begged me to at least stay another 3 hours, but I stuck to what I said. I really want to rest, and a 14-month-old baby who is walking and curious, I know I won't get that rest, but I can't help but feel guilty about my daughter's situation. I love my grandson, but it is also my rest. Am I the idiot? Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. If she takes her child out of daycare for a month, the spot will be filled by someone else and she won't have daycare at all. The daycare provider obviously can't afford to just hold the space open for her for a month without pay. They need to cover their own expenses. Has she taken her husband to court for child support? That needs to be done ASAP. It will do more for her long-term finances supporting her child than losing daycare to try to save 1 month's daycare cost. Comment 2. Absolutely not the idiot. Is it great to have a family member available to help watch kids? Of course. But is the non-parent required to watch them? Absolutely not. My uncle is currently guilting my grandfather, who is elderly, to basically live at their house and be at his beck and call to watch my cousin whenever he needs him. My grandfather is allowed to have his own life, and so are you. It is so frustrating when people do this. Comment 3. Not the idiot. Pardon, if living rent-free and providing intermediate childcare isn't making your daughter's life any easier, well, she doesn't know how hard being a single parent without any support really is for a lot of people. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day,